Okay, thank you very much for tuning back into the Crown of Command Games channel, and this is another AVY painting special as we look at David's Undead army that I have now completed in painting and really enjoyed painting all these wonderful models designed by Gary Morley, pretty much exclusively apart from some of these old classic Marauder miniatures. Okay, let's have a look at the regiments in more detail this time. And we have a number of regiments here. One we've been covered in one of the videos previously, and they were the Skeleton Warriors, all their hand weapons and shields, with a champion and a standard bearer and a musician accompanying them, and the banner was painted freehand. We've got some zombies, the shields painted freehand, but the banner was photocopied out of the 4th edition army book and varnished and painted. Really nice looking unit, really enjoyed doing those. And the mummies at the back there, with the old Cetra, I think is the main character, I think, the guy with the flail of skulls. And this big, large regiment of 12 undead cavalry, the banner, like the transfers, I should say, were painted over when I applied them to the shields. I went for a black because I just said to David, I like black. They look more menacing with black instead of red. I gave red to the goofy zombies because they just, you know, they sort of fit the red color scheme, I think. But the skeletons should look dark and menacing, and I think the black just really carries through, and it matches up with the lance colors and everything like that. So that's the only sort of change I made from the Codex colors from, you know, the studio at that time. The champion with a hand-painted shield, of course. And the 4 wraiths. Now, the wraiths were also covered in an AVY little video. Hope you enjoyed that. So it's just a quick look at how I painted some of those models in brief. So they make up all the regiments of the Undead Army. Now we'll have a look at some of the war machines. Okay, so for the war machine section, we have 2 undead skeletal chariots with 2 crew. And they have one's armed with a shield, of course. Made them black, just like the cavalry and the regimental guys. Screaming Skull Catapult, very old model from way back in the 3rd edition era of Warhammer Fantasy. That's come through 4th and 5th, I believe. And I have a couple of carrion I thought I'd just add to this section as well, just to break up the regiments, even though they are regimental choices in 4th edition. And I think they're only in 3rd and 4th edition, and I think they got sort of erased, unfortunately. They're such great models. They're from Marauder Miniatures, and they're such beautiful figures. I love the little mini Wraith, you know, Grim Reaper guys on top there. Look fantastic. And, of course, the iconic chariots, which are nice as well. And that makes up our war machines. And now we come to the named characters, the special characters of the army. We've got Dieter Helschnich on his Manticore, and I tried to get this paint job as close as I could to the original one featured in the army book at the studio, and I hope David will be happy with this interpretation, my interpretation of it. The rider, like Dieter, was a bit of a struggle to get into that, well, that slot between the back of the wings and the back of the head, but he does fit in there, and I don't think I'll be pulling him out anytime soon, I don't think. So, yeah, but hopefully that gives a nice rendition to the Doom Lord himself from that very famous scenario in the 4th edition Undead book of him taking on the Empire. We have now Krell, our good man Krell. Now, he isn't accompanied by his necromancer buddy, unfortunately, and I would have just put him down next to him if I had it painted. I still don't have it painted, unfortunately. It's still bare metal, so that's my copy though. That's not David. So when David gets the Heinrich Kemmler model at some point, maybe in the future, maybe he'll send it to me to paint for his collection. But for now, it's just Krell rocking it out with his massive axe of Krell, and his back banner until his master and lifelong companion can join him. And the one I was really looking forward to doing was the Leech Master himself, and on his flying chariot. Now I think it's the only flying chariot in Warhammer. I don't think there's any other thing that does fly, unless you've got some kind of teleportation spell, but in the Undead book in 4th edition, they had this flying chariot, which he can magically fly around the tabletop. But he's got these manticore-like wings on there, or dragon wings, or whatever, on the side of the chassis of the chariot body, which is really cool. Doing the banner was really nice. The right, like here, and the banner are loose, and I'll pull those off and just transport it back safely for David, so it's not all glued in as such. Apart from this cute little familiar in the front here, holding his spell book. So yeah, really nice model. Really happy to paint that one. And now we come to the non-named characters. So we have these wights that I painted up as part of a video on the eavylead painting tutorials on the channel. You might have seen that before. Got a really nice looking marauder necromancer. Sorry if that's not coming out very clearly. We have a mounted necromancer that Gary Morley did, and I enjoyed painting that as similar to the photo in, I think it's the 4th edition Battle Magic book. There's a picture of this mounted necromancer in that, and I tried to get it as close as I could to the original one. This one I don't have a picture of reference, and I think this is a 5th edition white on steed, skeletal steed, and I just sort of went to town on, you know, a colour scheme that I enjoyed and thought would look nice on this miniature, and went with a purple and like a dark purple, black purple kind of thing, and red for the sword, and then did the freehand on the shield as well. So yeah, it's a nice looking model, sort of fits in with everything else. And of course the army standard bearer, which I then photocopied and painted, but unfortunately the actual banner is a bit wider than the actual top of the standard, which is a shame. So I had to sort of squeeze it in there, but it managed to fit. So that's it, guys. That's the entire army. Hope you enjoyed going through that with me, and I hope this goes across the Pacific to David, all safely and everything, and then we can get some photographs of it in his cabinet, in his display cabinets, all ready to go. So I really look forward to seeing those and making David's Christmas wish come true. Okay, so thanks again, guys, for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed this presentation, and there'll be more to come following. So I hope you enjoy those. Okay, enjoy your Christmas if I don't see you before then. Take care. Bye-bye.